Catch, I can see a little bit of you there. Take your time, no rush, we'll wait.
I can't wait. Come to the camera.
Did I trust the wrong person? Dear Neve and Cami, hi guys, my name is Zay. I'm a 23-year-old female barber living just outside of Tampa, Florida.
I'm always walking to the same old place.
I'm in a very delicate situation and could use your help. First off, I think I should tell you that I'm married.
That is already a bad sign.
Yeah. My wife and I have been together for 3 years, and we were happy at one time, but everything changed when we tied the knot a year ago.
In my dream world.
I was in a lot of pain, and I didn't have anyone I felt I could talk to until I met Jada.
I'm still your baby.
I first saw Jada about 5 months ago when she slid into my DMs.
I'm still your dream girl.
We started messaging nonstop, and before I knew it, I was falling for her.
I'm still your dream girl.
Because I was trying to hide things from my wife, we kept things on DM. Jada is amazing. I've never met anyone like her before. She lives on the edge and tries to do something new every day, which is so dope to me. She's also incredibly caring.
But now I'm calling you at 3 a.m.
I've never had someone in my life who cared for me like that.
I may be acting crazy now, it's way too late. You took my heart away.
2 months into talking, things had gotten serious between us, and while I knew stepping out on a marriage wasn't okay, I really wanted to meet Jada. I offered to go visit her in Atlanta, but she brought up my wife, saying she didn't want to meet until that was resolved. I bit the bullet and told my wife everything, but she still couldn't meet me. Hey!
Hello!
What's
Hi
up,
guys.
Zay?
How you guys doing?
Good. Where are you from?
New York City, for Queens.
I knew it. I could tell by your accent. I was like, why is she from Tampa but has a New York
Sound
accent?
like New
That don't
York,
make
right?
sense. Definitely, yes. Sounds like you're in a tough situation.
Because you were married, so you were living with your wife. Are you still married? Do you still live together?
Yes, still legally married, still living together in the midst of finding my own place now.
And what are things like with your wife and you?
Things have been very difficult this past, I would say, year and a half going on. Like a lot of miscommunication, a lot of doing things behind each other's back, at least on my end. So it's been it's been a lot.
So what would you say like the major issues have been?
I've had a lot of loss as far as death in my family. This is a little personal, but a lot of lack in sex. So that's what kind of drew me away as well. Well, honestly, it drew me all the way away.
So did you tell Eris about this whole situation while in quarantine?
I did. It was hard for me to, lay everything out on the table and be honest, but I had to. She took it really hard.
Does Eris know that you're going through the process of trying to meet Jada?
She knows now.
Do you mind just repeating for me how you met Jada?
She followed me, and then that's when I followed her back, just based off of her little icon picture. I liked how it looked, and then she DM'd me. So then I would say like a couple of weeks later, that's when things kind of started to spiral as far as, getting flirtatious and, talking on a different level.
And can you show us your messages quickly?
You guys talk a lot.
Wow,
All right,
it's
so
only July. Whoa, but she wants you to marry her like you married your first. Wow.
I'll come
This is
to you
messed
wherever
up,
you
yeah.
are right now if you leave her. This sounds like you
Wow.
are in not an entanglement, an entrapment. You are being trapped. You are
Right?
being baited. She sent her number and then said, but I can't be on the phone. I lost my voice. And she has a 917,
Why-
isn't 917 New York?
that is New York.
She said, I lost my voice, and you said, drink some tea. Tea should help. And she said, tea won't work.
Look, I was trying. I was trying.
Have you guys even just talked on the phone?
I tried. I called a couple of times, then every time I call, either someone hangs up on the other line or when I say hello, they'll hang up. So that's as far as I got with that. I do have a hell of a lot of love for her.
The I love you, I miss you, I'm gonna be honest, makes me feel like this could just be Eris.
I really don't think so. Like I said, I could be wrong.
She could have been trying to bait you, and maybe you took the bait, and maybe now she's pissed.
I don't know, Neve. What do we do? I need help.
Send us everything you have, and we'll dive in. Hopefully we'll see if we can find something.
Got it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
It's the perfect setup. It's a trap. It's a trap, and Zay is falling into the trap, but that's only if Eris has something to do with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Either way, I have a strong feeling that this person is someone that Zay knows.
Oh, there
Hey.
she is. So we searched all the images that you sent us and actually a few others off her Instagram, and we didn't get any hits. And when we ran her phone number, it just came back, with no information except that it could potentially be like a text app number.
Right.
We did contact Eris. We just are not ruling out any suspects.
When we went through Jada's Instagram on this picture, we noticed this honey. Who is this? Why isn't she tagged? So we thought that was interesting. Then we searched Facebook. You can see, if you go down a couple to here, there was someone that looked like Jada.
Yeah.
So we opened that page and found this,
Okay.
which looks to be a page for Barbie J. Okay, and then what's even more interesting is that when you go to her friends, right here, Jada Gilmore, and look at this, another Jada Gilmore. And so all of a sudden we started seeing all these other profiles. Here's one, Jada Gilmore. Here's another one. And this one account especially says she had a baby. And there's pictures of a baby. And here she is pregnant.
Wow.
Clearly, she has a son, and if this is the Jada that you are talking to, why does her Instagram not also reflect the fact that she has a kid?
I don't know.
Well, we messaged each of the Jada pages, but we haven't heard anything back from them. The only other option we haven't really pursued is messaging the friends of one of the Jada profiles on Facebook. We could go through and message and see if they can tell us anything about her.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Do you see that other page for that Kai Gilmore?
Oh, yeah.
That looks like the same girl I was on Instagram.
Yeah, this looks like the girl in the wifey pictures. Hold on. This one, right?
Her. So we should message her.
Sent. All right, hopefully someone gets back to us.
Okay.
Oh, I just got a message.
From who?
I have a response from Kai, this girl from Jada's Instagram.
Ooh.
Hello, Neve. Yes, I can join. Would you like to now?
Yes.
So she asked for the ID, so there it is. All right, so she should be joining any moment.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hey!
You have to call in.
I hear that New York accent.
Yes. I'm from Long Island.
So we're doing an episode of the show, and we're trying to help this girl who thinks they're talking to Jada.
Yeah, that's my sister. Oh, Jesus, I thought you guys was calling about me.
So we found you through one of Jada's Facebook pages, but she has a bunch of different Facebook pages, right?
Yeah, she does. She started them when we were younger and forgot the password and stuff, so she would make a new one.
Okay.
Yeah, she has a few.
So here's the most important question. Your sister, is she on Instagram as J Barbie?
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Okay. And is she in a relationship?
Yeah.
Is there any chance you could put us in touch with your sister so that we could just confirm that?
Or she can just hop in the Zoom.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let me do that. I'll text her, see if she answers. Okay.
Oh.
Hey!
Hey, hi.
Jada,
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So let me explain. A young woman named Zay, she wrote in because for the last 5 months she's been talking to a girl named Jada. And they met on an Instagram account called J Barbie.
I'm not even on social media but Facebook.
Okay, so you don't have an active Instagram at all.
No, I'm not even into girls at all.
Okay. All right, so now let me get Zay in.
Hey.
Hi.
So this is Jada,
Mm-hmm.
but not the Jada you've been talking to.
Okay.
The Facebook pages that we found are her, but the Instagram account is not her. She doesn't even have an active Instagram account.
So you had no idea at all about nothing
No,
pertaining
this is like all new to me.
And Jada, you're in a relationship.
Yes.
Mhm.
I am married at that.
All right, Jada, thank you.
Thank you, Jada.
All right.
You're welcome. Bye.
I just really want to find out who I've been just talking to at this point.
I think we should just text the number that you have for Jada.
Right.
So I'm gonna just do that just to see if maybe we get a response.
Okay.
I mean, to be completely honest, the only person that I see having the motive to do something like this is Eris.
Oh, well, hold on. I just got a message from Jada. She said, if she knows that much, as in that she's not the girl in the pictures, I don't think she'll want to talk to me.
Oh, I want to talk.
Wait, now I have an Instagram. Hold on a second.
What is happening?
Oh, this is Eris. She wrote back. When would you guys love to talk? So, I don't know now. Let me just wait on that.
But what are the odds that Eris messages back at the same time as Jada?
Right.
That's suspicious.
It is.
Oh, wait, she just wrote back. This is about more than just Zay and I. Is Eris going to be there too?
Did you ever tell Jada what your wife's name was?
No.
How would she know that?
Right.
I don't know. Hold on, she just texted, she said, I really don't want to do this, but I will. Please don't be mad at me. So I said, okay, whatever you prefer, we're waiting in the Zoom with open ears.
What do they mean, don't be mad at me?
Sweating.
Oh.
I'm here.
Hi, can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh. Catch, I can see a little bit of you there. Take your time, no rush, we'll wait.
I can't wait. Come to the camera.
I'm sorry.
Makeda.
Somebody explain something. What's going on?
It wasn't Jada that you was talking to.
Clearly.
Just for our sake, can you just kind of give us a little bit of background as to how you guys know each other?
We went to college together.
Okay. And so you made the fake profile for Jada on Instagram.
Zay's a very close friend to me, and she was going through a lot in her marriage. And I just wanted to like help her out. I didn't really mean for none of this to happen.
What was the strategy then for the Jada profile? What was your concept of how that would work?
She was pretty attractive. I knew that Zay would talk to her. So it was an easy way to get to her, for her to open up to me. This is what you wanted.
What do you mean when you say what you wanted? Explain that.
This is what she wanted. She wanted to leave Eris. So I figured out a way to get that to happen. I mean, what are you really upset about exactly?
The fact that it was a very close friend of mine, somebody that I really did trust, somebody that I did love. You was a really good friend to me.
So you don't love me as a friend right now?
I don't. The love is the last thing.
All that went out the window.
It did.
I don't know if I'm like in the Twilight Zone or if I'm tripping or what, but Makeda, you look very familiar.
I thought so.
Have you been on the show before?
Yes, I have.
You catfished Talicia, right? explain that. Tell me what happened again.
I was basically catfishing her because she was going through like a hard time with her boyfriend.
Max.
Makeda, I'm not a liar. Like, I'm really not. I just did it because it felt right at that moment.
Clearly, this is a pattern that you have formed.
Me and Zay slept together, and she knows it's true.
What?
And I told you that was a mistake. I don't want to bring that up.
Was it really a mistake?
Zay. What the?
What the is right? Wait, so you slept with Makeda?
This was like 3 months ago, though.
What I really have to tell you is that I slept with Eris as well. 2 days after, I slept with you.
What?
Makeda, shut the up. No, you didn't.
I did.
I'm not believing that until I hear the same thing out of Eris' mouth. So, but
We
as far
both
as
know how easy Eris is.
you need to cut your Makeda. Yes, we got our issues, but you talking crazy about my wife at the end of the day. You know how I feel about that disrespectful.
You don't want to hear the truth.
I've been trying to hear the truth. That's what all of this is about. Are you dumb?
Why can't we just get Eris to come talk to us? I think we really do need to talk to her.
Hello.
Eris?
Yes.
So, Eris, I think you know Makeda. Turns out she's the person that made the profile for Jada that Zay recently told you about.
Wow. This is ridiculous. Oh, Lord.
I'll let Zay kind of take over and explain.
I want to tell you something that I should have told you, back in like June. I was over at Makeda's house and we slept together one time.
What the I'm here being loyal and committed to our marriage regardless of what we've been through and stuff. I know that our situation hasn't been great, but that doesn't give you the right to go out and do what you want to do. That's just not how that works, because if it was the other way around, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't be fond of that.
Makeda claims that you guys slept together.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Makeda, we did not sleep together. Maybe you guys slept together, but I know I sure didn't open up my legs to you.
Stop lying, Makeda. You don't think you look stupid or delusional right now?
I can't believe I'm being lied on my freaking vagina. Like, my vagina is being lied on. I'm confused. Like, why would you say that?
Okay, well, it was to get back at Zay because she broke my heart. She hurt my feelings.
You're crazy. I broke your heart, but you're the one that pretended to be Jada for 5 months.
So?
You did that, and I told you what it was when we did sleep together. Like, you knew what it was, so I'm confused as to how I broke your heart when we agreed on something and to not speak about it again.
All right, so look, let me just get this straight. So, Makeda, you said you and Eris slept together because you were hurt when you found out that the hookup with Zay didn't mean what you maybe had hoped it would.
Yes, that's what it was. Like I said, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
And if
I
you
don't want to rekindle.
No, I am. And if I don't want to be friends, it's fine with me. Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm just finished at this point.
I hope this is the last time we meet under these conditions, but at least you showed up and we cleared this up as best we could, and we can all move on.
Right. Okay.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
Makeda.